Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope everybody is really doing well. Today is the month ending 30th September, and the weekend was quite nice. I wanted to do live stream yesterday, and I prepared everything, but I saw something very interesting on Bitcoin, and I was like, let's wait for a little bit so that I can just give you the power pack update for Bitcoin. The reason is, I mean, the short that we had for Bitcoin perfectly playing out, and I'm looking for Bitcoin to go to 62,000 probably today or tomorrow. So that's what I'm aiming for Bitcoin. But the good part about it is, as I mentioned, uh, that how are we expecting monthly to close? And before we go that to the monthly, three things you should know. First, the bonk perfectly played out. I don't know. It just front run my bids actually, and I wanted to have some scalps, but did not fill my bid on the move on an impulse. Overall, very nice, but now it's farming a very good diagonal sort of thing. So I'm just slightly concerned about the diagonal. That's it. So I'm just gonna sit tight and wait for LTF scalps. Maybe looking for some shorts on bonk, as well as maybe some short on XRP as well. XRP, as I mentioned over the weekend, I posted a chart on Saturday that it's breakout, and this can't be the fake out. I'm expecting XRP to give it that nice pump to 6670. Just look at the levels and look at the rejection. It perfectly pumped up. In fact, we had our limits for challenge around 0.608. It perfectly went to 0.608 and gave us that 10% bounce. I mean, how bad it could be for us, honestly speaking. But that was a nice breakout, and yes, in fact, it's a good breakout. Now remember, whenever XRP pumps, the market tanks. That's it. And now you might be wondering, or you might be feeling FOMO, but just have to look that XRP currently is at one of the biggest resistance. 0.667 is the strongest resistance you've ever seen. Historically, this level has been very strong, and if XRP can flip these levels of 0.667 on the daily, I will be looking for XRP most likely pumping up on an upside towards 90 cents, maybe one 85 cents, but yeah, that's it. So that's what I would be looking for, because this is the very interesting ABC. And I do have a harmonic for XRP. That harmonic is so valid. It is not ABC or WXY. It's a very clean, irregular, expanded flat. This harmonic is so valid. We swept the lows. It took a little bit more time for XRP to do it, but that's fine. Practically, if this harmonic is in play, yeah, you would be seeing XRP roughly around 83 to 84 cents at the most, in my view, max 85 cents at the most. But that's it. That was a very good short for XRP at that point of time, with the target on the downwards around 30 cents and maybe 25 cents. So for now, it's a resistance. The daily is at resistance. You know, uh, if you look at the 4 hours time frame, looks to me like an impulsive move. Actually, clearly impulsive. The way we have seen on Bitcoin, basically. So what would you want to see for XRP is a retest of 63 cents. And if you hold that levels, just quickly reclaim 64.4, hold it. And once we look for 66.7, it can just simply pump it back up to 83, 84 cents, So that's what my target for XRP. Max 84 cents. I mean, I don't have anything above 84 cents, guys. Yeah, it can go for Shark, but we will see at that point of time. But for now, 84 cents makes sense. It can go for Shark. So the Shark target would be at that point of time. We will analyze how strong the upward thrust would be. But in case if we go for a Shark, then the target would be around 1.05 for XRP, 1.272 Fibonacci levels, which will be roughly around 1.1 to, it can even go to 1.4 Fib practically, which would be around 1.2. So 1.1 to 1.2, anywhere in between. Just in case if we start flipping 0.667 on daily, two consecutive daily close would be a very, very interesting candle for XRP. So I think if you got a very good scalp after I posted, you would have made 10% easy gains. Also hit my take profit targets of 667. So it's like you take profit and run, wait for it for more price action, and then you can probably look for some more scalps. But yeah, I mean, you just have to have patience. Similarly, Ethereum, as I mentioned as well, ETH, this is wave 4. Either it can do irregular expanded flat. Basically, it has reached my minimum levels for irregular expanded flat, or you can say a running flat, basically around 2,596. So it have went to those levels and bounced. So practically either you got the bottom is in for ETH, and we'll be looking for an impulsive move towards 2,750, or we can do for an irregular expanded flat going into the breaker that we have here. So that's your breaker. So we go there and then we bounce up to 2750. But overall, I do see one more push pending on Ethereum. Similarly for Bitcoin, we are doing an impulsive move on the downside, guys. So practically what I'm watching is a very good, Batman pattern over here, and that's like a wave 1. So practically I'm looking for a very good, just don't look for the levels for now. So let me just update the levels as well, because I did not updated the levels as, we have a monthly closing today. And what you want to see for the monthly, let's also try and understand. So if you look at the monthly, so this was the expectation, my expectation for basically Bitcoin, and so far it's doing good actually. What is my expectation for monthly? So if you look at the monthly, guys, if Bitcoin can surprisingly close tonight above 64,610, that would be a very good sign of a bullish engulfing candle. Now normally I don't trust such engulfing candles formed in the middle of nowhere, but it's an engulfing candle basically. Normally a bullish engulfing candle forms at the bottom and bearish engulfing candle forms at the top. When such sort of an engulfing candle form in between, it the probability for it playing out reduces drastically. So even if this is going to be the bullish engulfing candle, yes, you can say that is a 50-50 probability for it to play out, and hence we just have to trust our levels to play. Good part that we would be closing above the monthly, the monthly levels of 61,300. Very, very good, I would say. Surely I think we're not gonna dump today to 61.3 in my view. So overall, things are looking good for Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin can surprisingly close above $65,000, it would be so amazing. Very, very bullish, and I would say October we would be looking for some dip to the monthly support of 61.3, and and that's where we can look for a buy and pump it up to 70,000, and later maybe new all-time highs. So overall, 64,900 is our ultimate levels for Bitcoin to close today. And if we close engulfing, there's a still 50% opportunity for Bitcoin. Looking for the weekly, we had a very good closing. This candle is known as a white soldier, 3 white soldier in a row. Very strong. The only problem with this 3 white soldier is, even though these are 3 white soldiers, but you see, even we had these sort of a 3 white soldiers over here, 1, 2, and 3, and the market went nuts. But what happened at that point of time, even the volume was increasing during these 3 white soldier. The only problem with here is the volume is decreasing in this 3 white soldier. That's the only problem that we have here. Rest everything looks great to me from the price action perspective. So these three white soldiers, and we also had a bearish engulfing. You see, as I mentioned, whenever you have bearish engulfing in between, very likely, I mean, the 50-50 chances for it to play out because the probability reduces. But when you have such engulfings at the top or bottom, very high likely it will play out on the hard term time frame. So my plan for Bitcoin would be on the daily, as I'm seeing so far. What I would like to see is clearly we want to take the liquidity under this. So practically, I would like to see a dump back down to 63,200, retest of 65,185, dump back down to 62,000, maybe 61,3, and then give us a double top. So practically the whole move then would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's your wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. So that's where it gives us the double top. Take the liquidity. A solar eclipse 2nd October might give us a double top, and we pump up. So I think we should be buying a dip going up, going very much close to $62,800 to $62,300 with an invalidation under 61.3, and with take profit targets of 65.1 and $67,000. Practically that's going to be like a double top in my view at that point of time. But overall, yeah, I think that Bitcoin is not going to dump so easily. It has to give a double top so that Ethereum can finish its final wave, and lot of alts, especially XRP and meme coins, would be pumping up left and right. So let's talk about my favorite meme coins. So first, as I mentioned, Bonk, I already checked the chart. Let's also check Pepe, and then we can also check Doge. Okay, Doge, Pepe, and Shiba. We will check. So if you check the Pepe chart over here, Pepe also gave a very nice breakout, and we did reject it from the 12 rocket levels of 1156. So practically on the 1 hour time frame. If you look at the daily time frame for Pepe, yes, Pepe is at strong resistance. Honestly, it rejected from my green box. Let me just have the logarithmic chart. Now it makes sense. Perfect. Yeah. So basically, Pepe, the price action for the Pepe looks amazing to me. It have reached and tagged the 1618 of the bigger, Fibonacci levels. Basically, I would say the higher degree of Fib. Now, what you can say, or what we can see over here for the Pepe, is it has finished the 5 waves. That was like wave 1, 2, the bigger wave 3 over here, 4 and 5. That's a clean 5 waves. Now, what we are watching over here is this is A, B, C. And then you have A, B, and right now we are doing wave C. So practically I'm expecting Pepe to, finish its 5th wave, which is missing. So slight gave us a pullback on the Pepe towards 105 for it. Maybe can even have a retest of 101207, and then push up one more time to the order block. This is the order block that you have around 1270. And once it finishes this 5 wave, I expect Pepe to, do another 5 waves. My target for Pepe is 449, and can even look for, a bigger move on the downside with a sweep of these lows practically. Ideally, I would like to see a 786 Fibonacci levels being tested for, Pepe. That's ideal. That's what I want ideally. Now, let me just also show you the levels. That would be the better season for Pepe, and in my view, the pump that we are watching right now is a dead cat bounce. I'm considering it is like a bear rally actually. Now, if we look at the LTF, as I mentioned, one more push up on the Pepe is pending. So practically on the lower term time frame, let's have a look from the Fibs perspective. So you see that's the bull bear zone. If you want to short, wait for the trend line to break and then you short. Okay, this is wave 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. So this is how it will. So that's your top, the equilibrium basically, and the retracement target would be somewhere between 0.5 to 0.382 basically. So that's going to be your retracement target. So ideally, if we can get a retracement like this, would be nice. So I am expecting Pepe to do something like this, slightly push up. Yep, like this. So it's going to be very interesting. 1 2 3 4 5, something like this. So my target for Pepe is around 1338 max, and the long area would be this support, basically the previous highs. It also aligns with my 0.382 fib. So practically this is the levels I'm watching for Pepe. I need that dip. Similarly for Dodge, let's also check Dodge. I'm just going to change the chart to normal. So Dodge also bounced very nicely over the weekend, I would say. Clearly, that move is ABC, very, very clear. And unfortunately, it is done with the 5 waves, you see. So that was your 1, that was your 2, and you got an impulsive move, that was your wave 3. So that 5 waves of 3 is done. Now we are doing wave 4. So I just want a sweep of 12 cents to 11 cents practically, and a push up like this. So today I'll be giving some scalps on Dodge for the challenge trade. For challenge, I'll be giving some scalps, guys. It looks amazing. So Dodge is a must scalp. The invalidation and everything, I'll just compute the stop loss and I'll give you that as well. But if you look at from the H4 perspective, you have a very clean support around these levels. Every time we went there, we have seen multiple touch and multiple bounces. Practically, because if we lose this yellow line, which means that the top is in, and we will be straight away dumping to 11 cents, so that what the Dodge would be. And Dodge XRP, I've already checked it. Ethereum checked it. Bitcoin, I checked it. Let's also talk about some gold and the silver chart. So I think I did a mistake. Gold, we want TVC. Perfect. So gold on the lower term time frame, gold chart, I think gold is ranging basically. And what I am expecting on gold is it's done with the 5 waves. So this was my short zone. I shorted it. I gave it in the discussion channel as well. So this is the fib. I'm looking for a rejection of 1618. It rejected. It did A, B, C. What I'm watching right now for the gold is A, B, and I'm looking for an impulsive move to around 2672, and maybe 2676, and then further down like this. So LTF, yeah, I think gold is bullish till we are above 2650. You don't look for short. The short opportunity is in the order block practically, which is around here. Now this order block is the bearish order block practically, and that's where the short makes sense to me actually. Till then, I would not be looking for shorts. Any other reason for short? Yes. Once it loses this range lows, you can short it there with a take profit target of this order block that we have around 1 hour. But I know it is going to go past this and it will do something like this. It's going to be like the whole pump is going to be retraced back to $2,500 at some point of time. But the way the situation, as we are watching the war sort of situation in the Middle East, and a lot of developments have happened in the Middle East with Israel, Hezbollah, and a lot of things have happened. I think there is a possibility, and the bullish count would be that this move for the gold can be A, B, and C, and we can expect five waves, meaning there's gonna be one, two, we can be three, four, five. So one more push is also a possibility for the gold. It all depends on how this green box is going to flip. So for the lower term time frame, if you really want to play some scalp, wait for it to reclaim the equilibrium. Once it reclaims the equilibrium of 2660, you long it from there, and your take profit targets would be in the green box. Once the green box is flipped, you long it there, and your take profit targets are going to be $2,700. So you will get two trades in a row at that point of time. Okay, so that's what I have for gold, and that's how I will play. Actually, I'm just simply going to wait for it to flip the equilibrium for some long scalps. Looking for silver, I don't know, but I feel that silver is stopped actually, and it went into my top zone, formed a very rounded, I would say, top pattern. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it stopped, and till silver, I would say, don't flip certain levels. Practically, it is at support right now. Not denying the fact it is at support, but the structure tells me that this is how it does actually. I mean, the structure is looking not good. It just want to sweep these lows to take all the liquidity around 29.6, and maybe from there you get a bounce like this to 31, forming a head and shoulder, and a move down to 27. The reason why I'm saying is because HTF, it's like a double top, as you can see. Very clean double top, very very clean. And the fact that we did not close above a rejection on the daily as well as the weekly tells me that yeah, that's like kind of a double top Bitcoin had actually. So Bitcoin also formed a very similar double top. In case if this double top plays out, you know the drill. This is how silver can dump it back down to 24 and maybe $21, and that's the reason I have sold my silver investments on that highs. Everything. I mean, I've also sold gold as well. I don't have anything now. Bitcoin already I sold it at 70,500. Basically, I mean, I am just sitting in cash right now. So waiting for some good opportunities. Silver and gold was a good trade actually. Good investment. So it's time for some payback. So I took the profits on silver as well. I think I'll be patiently waiting for either silver to flip the previous highs. This one, that's the only way we should be longing. Else, just simply sit tight, or we will be looking to buy silver. As I mentioned, around the lows of $25 to $24. But that's what I think. Silver is slightly looking bearish to me. We may see one more push up, but overall it doesn't look good to me actually. So that's what the plan I have for today, and even for Bitcoin scalps, I'll be looking for some scalps on Bitcoin. Guys, I hope you are using the strategy. Over the weekend, I took 4 scalps on my own just with the help of this strategy, because I've developed a small bot for this strategy, and that bot triggers automatic trades on Binance API. So basically, I'm just backtesting the whole strategy, and not sorry backstretching, but I'm just testing it in a real time. I feed that account with $500, and I've set some rules. Basically, how would it take trades? What would the stop loss? So practically, I just want to see how it performs for next 2 to 3 months, or maybe our first 250 trades on 3 coins: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. That's the high liquid coins. practically. So let's see in 3 months what's the result. I hope things work out, but the bots, it might just sometimes I've seen it. Uh, it's a lot of headache actually. Sometimes AWS stops, sometimes AWS work, blah blah, and sometimes your position triggers, stop loss don't trigger. It happens because it's a bot actually. We are not, the humans are not trading, but it happens sometimes. But let's see. I mean, overall, I just want to see how incredibly good this strategy is. So once that is developed and I feel confident about it, I'll hand over the bot to you as well. If you would like to trade the on the with the help of bot as well, we also have AI signal indicator as well. I hope you are using that signal indicator with a very good I would say hit rate. Yeah, of course, it's not 100% accurate as I mentioned, but it is 75 to 80% accurate. On the bonk, it gave that trade on the bonk at 0.0185. If you remember, I took the similar trade on the challenge. So that was one of the reason I took that challenge trade as well and played out so nicely with the signal indicators, guys. So use it. I've given all the tools you have. I'm continuously helping you guys to print money. Sometimes you also have to little bit do some work on your end to to take the trades actually and just manage your risk. Okay. So if you have any queries regarding any of this strategy or anything, just ping me in the Discord and I'll help you. I'll guide you because there is a video I have posted in the Learning and Education Center as to how we use this strategy using TPO and VWAP. So yes, I have posted it. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a nice day. Let's try to take some scalps on the challenge today. Okay. Bye bye. Take care.